Closed captioning for the Let's Dine Out show provided by Holiday Cafe, your neighborhood diner with 2 locations in Ontario and Mr. D's Diner in Laverne. Ready to satisfy your hunger and budget? Let's Dine Out is made possible by support from Food for Life Baking Company, makers of over 60 organic, all-natural sprouted baked goods, as well as gluten-free and vegan products. Food for Life Baking Company, dedicated to better health since 1964. Foodforlife.com. Sanborn's Air Conditioning and Heating, providing installation, maintenance, and repair of heating and air conditioning systems for home and businesses throughout the Inland Empire. Sanborn's Air Conditioning and Heating, 5-star comfort for 4 generations. Sanborn'sAC.com. And viewers like you, supporting local public television. Thank you.
I'm food critic Alan Borgen, member of the Southern California Restaurant Writers. I've been finding the best restaurants in the Inland Empire and Southern California for over 27 years. This is my job. This is my passion. Let's dine out. Hi, I'm food critic Alan Borgen.
And I'm Trisha Jansen.
Welcome to another delicious edition of the Let's Dine Out show, where we're going to show you some of the best restaurants in our area.
Well, Alan, you look relaxed.
Oh, I just got back from vacation, ate my way through New Orleans. I'm just happy as can be.
Well, while you were gone, we had some foodie Facebook friends on our page give me some information about Temecula, some great new restaurants that are here, and I will tell you, Temecula is a place that no matter where you live, you want to come down here and taste the delicious food that's down here. So
it's booming, I'm telling you. But before we get into the other restaurants, let's talk about what's on the menu today.
Perfect. To start our Temecula adventures, let's begin with some unique and creative comfort foods at Devilicious Eatery and Tap Room. Then we'll finish the day down the block to Luke's Restaurant and Bar for a relaxing and delicious dining experience. Situated in the heart of Old Town Temecula is an exciting new brick-and-mortar restaurant called Devilicious Eatery and Tap Room. This hip eatery features simple chairs and tables, bold red walls, and a spacious bar featuring 47 local beers on tap. Owners Kenneth and Bob Danko are very passionate about their food and cordially invite you to a Devilicious dining experience. So we're here in Temecula, and you know, Devilicious has food trucks, and that's how they started. They have food trucks in San Diego. They're based in San Diego, but they go to the Inland Empire and Orange County, and then they have this brick and mortar restaurant, and here we are, and as you notice, we're in the mouth of the devil.
No, it's an incredible restaurant. It's very, it's an industrial type setting, and nothing fancy, but you feel it's exciting, and you just feel good about coming here. Good vibes.
Yeah, well, you feel energized, and I think this might have something to do with it. They have this really unique thing that I have personally never seen. It's ice cold coffee on tap, and so it's highly potent. So here's to.
Well, you know, coffee doesn't affect me. I can drink as much as I want.
Sure. So let's.
No, really, you'll see. It doesn't do anything to me. Okay, let's get
going.
Good stuff. Okay. Let's start with the chorizo avocado egg roll. This is $10. This is 3 large wonton wrappers. Let's put egg washes on all 4 sides so it sticks together.
Yep.
Then a huge amount of chorizo, which is made on the house here.
Yep. With
corn, black beans is stuck in the middle of it. Then on top of that is sliced avocados, and then it's rewrapped and then put into an egg wash again, and then deep fried. And then it comes out. They cut it in half. And then it's served with a chipotle ranch dressing and pico de gallo.
Yeah.
I thought this was excellent. What was nice about it was the wontons were crisp.
Very.
The chorizo, they make it in-house here. A lot of flavor, wasn't greasy.
I love the flavors in this. You know, the chorizo is slightly salty, but not too salty. You have the creaminess of the avocado, and that smoky chipotle ranch dressing is seriously so delicious. It's smoky, it's creamy.
It complements it really good.
It complements it, and it's crunchy, and the corn is sweet, so it really has all the points.
Right.
I love this.
Next came lobster rumble.
Rumble.
$15. This is cold lobster meat with shallots and a tarragon aioli mixture on a brioche bun with green leaf lettuce, tomato, And we had fries come with it, but for $2 extra, we got the black truffle oil and Parmesan fries, which are unbelievable.
They really
the fries are great to begin with. They're nice and crisp. But let's get back to the lobster roll. This is all meat lobster. No filling, real simple, delicious. And it's the claw meat and other parts of it.
The knuckle.
It's big chunks of
Huge
lobster.
chunks. It's such a value. You know, the claw meat and the knuckle meat is so sweet, and it's just beautifully done. It's really good and such a value because there's so much meat. I couldn't believe how much lobster was in that.
For $15, it's really
crazy.
worth it.
Don't tell them. It's delicious.
They may raise it, yeah.
Next, the Devilicious burger. I have to take a moment. Okay.
Do some coffee.
I know I always say this, but I'm going to say as of this moment, this is my favorite burger. I've had it once before when I did my taste test without you, and I was really impressed by it. This burger has just the best flavor. So the meat, it's a specialty blend. It's brisket, chuck, and short rib. And I really think it's the short rib in it. I don't know. It is so good. And normally we take a bite of something, but I like ate half the burger. Anyway, it's $14, and it really doesn't matter what it costs because it's so good that you definitely have to come get this. So it's a half a pound of the specialty meat that I told you, smoked Gouda, crispy bacon, house-made onion jam. Oh,
Sweet.
sweet. Green leaf lettuce, tomato, peppadew honey aioli. I don't know what else I can say. This burger has every point that you want. The crispy bacon, the meat is so juicy. And I think because it has the blend of meats in it, you can really afford to get it medium rare.
All I have here is a picture of a devil with a big smile on his face. So that must mean it's good. No, it was a great burger. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I believe we had fries with there.
We did.
And that was their house fries.
They're
With great
amazing.
seasoning on there. It's
They're-
a little sweet, a little salt. It's just almost like a barbecue.
Like the
type
perfect
sauce.
barbecue chip flavor ever.
Really
Yep.
good. Next, the honey chicken brie sandwich, $11. This is a brioche bun which is toasted. It comes with a grilled chicken breast, brie cheese, lettuce, slice of tomato, red onion, and a honey white balsamic aioli dressing.
Mm-hmm.
And it came with a cup of avocado gazpacho with lime, cilantro. First of all, the soup changes.
It does.
It was a cold soup, very refreshing on a hot day.
Yeah, good for
I
summer.
really like that. This was a nice effort. To me, it needed crunch. I think what I would like to see is, bacon, crisp bacon. I guess bacon goes with anything, but
I converted him.
well, but it's true. You need the crunch, and the bacon here is very good. So I think that would add a lot to it. Also, a little bit more of the honey balsamic vinegar aioli on it.
You know, I'm going to disagree. I don't think it needed bacon. I can't believe I'm saying that. Like, hello, do I have a fever? I love this sandwich. I had it last time as well, and I liked it better this time. You know, brie has a strong flavor, and I like that they pair this with a perfectly seasoned
It's more
chicken
a textural
breast.
thing for me.
Well, okay, but the chicken pairs very well with it, and I love the red onion really complements it, and I love the aioli. I just thought it really worked. Brie is a very delicate. You know, you have to be careful with it, and
Again, me and my, I'm not a delicate person. I like some
it's
full
kind
flavors.
of a foo-foo sandwich, I think. You know, like for girls. I don't know. Okay, next, another amazing, amazing sandwich. Pork belly and jelly, $11. This is a brioche bun. They add a house-made almond butter. Then they do a house-made strawberry habanero jelly, fried pork belly, deep-fried pork belly, and then sliced strawberries. You know, when we first tried this, I don't think I really looked at the description of what it was. I mean, I just read the name and I thought, okay, and I took a bite of it. It like shocked me because it reminds you of the memories of that peanut butter and jelly sandwich that you had as a kid. So you get that creaminess from the almond butter, you get that, sweetness from the jelly and the strawberries, but yet it's got a kick, it's got some heat in it. And then you get that yummy fried pork belly. It's a great sandwich.
Pork belly
so
seems
unique.
to be the new meat.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go, pork belly is on
belly.
there. And this is excellent. It was nice and crisp. And again, some people may consider it fatty, but that's got all the flavor in it.
It really does.
And a
It's
little
good.
fat's good for you. You'll see studies will be showing.
Fat is good for
Fat
you.
is good.
Fat is our friend.
That's going to come. So.
Yeah, this sandwich I want to call it the memories sandwich. It just brings back memories of being a kid and just the flavors. It's just,
Good stuff.
but way more sophisticated.
Then we had the duck confit grilled cheese sandwich. This was $11. Oh my. What they do is they roast it in the oven in its own fat. That's what confit is. It's a duck, it's a thigh and leg part. Then they deconstruct it, take all the meat out, and they put it on the grill with grilled onions, and they kind of make it so it's crisp. Then they get a grilled sourdough with mozzarella cheese, butter, a lot of butter on it, and then they put a little drizzle of a port honey reduction sauce. And what you get is just one heck of a sandwich. This is absolutely delicious. This came with a salad, and no, it's just a really nice sandwich, very creative. And that's the whole theme of this whole restaurant. Everything here is very creative.
Very creative.
Again, you know, that's one of the assets of going to, one of the good things you say, of going for truck food is
it's out of the box.
It's different, and this is out of the world. This food here is different than anything we've ever eaten
I
in a
agree.
long time, and just excellent.
So it had Gruyere cheese and mozzarella, and I love the combination of both together. And it was, again, the comfort food, the grilled cheese comfort food, but then that duck was so succulent and tender. And it was the best grilled cheese. It was just, I have just a big, huge
And the
star
grilled
by
onions
it.
in it really added a lot.
And that honey port reduction was just, you know, that sweetness, it just worked so well with the duck. Everything about this sandwich to me worked. What were some of your favorites?
Okay, that's kind of easy. The lobster rumble.
Okay.
Well worth the $15. Big chunks of lobster. I mean,
Yep.
you can't go wrong, especially if it's done right. It was cold, nice and sweet.
Okay.
Absolutely delicious. Devilicious burger. Again, I got the devil smiling, so that kind of sums it up.
Okay.
And lastly, the duck confit grilled cheese. I thought that was excellent. That was like the perfect sandwich.
Okay. Well, for sure, the Devilicious burger. I mean, I don't even know what else I can say. It's my,
I love it.
my favorite bite of food. I have a huge star next to the duck confit grilled cheese. Again, it's what I love about this restaurant is the comfort food, but elevated. And to me, that grilled cheese is just spot on. And it's like eeny, meeny, miny. I'm gonna go with a honey chicken brie, even though I kind of want to go with
Really?
pork
Okay.
belly and jelly. I like them both. It's a tie. You know, they're great sandwiches. I think the value is here. The food is great. The portions are huge. Nothing is a dog. Everything's good.
Well, Tricia, you really picked a great restaurant, and see, I do trust you. You always
Yeah.
accuse me of not trusting you. This is a really, really great find.
Really
and
is.
I'm definitely going to come back.
Oh, for sure. Well, next we have a fantastic dining experience on Luke's on Front, so I'm very excited for that fine dining experience. What about you?
Well, I wanted to have a little more coffee.
Okay, a
and,
little bit more energy.
You know, we liked it so much. They have a growler here of coffee, so I'm going to bring some home. And one thing about this coffee, like for me, it doesn't affect me. I mean, they say it's got a lot of energy and you start talking faster, but I don't know about you, but I'm just very happy. This is my 15th glass already today, and I just love it. It's just, I can go real fast and I can eat so much. I can eat more. Oh, here's a cake. You want to eat some cake? No, I'm hungry. It's been 10 minutes since we ate. Let's see. Come on, I have some coffee.
I'm not having
Come on.
any coffee.
How come it doesn't affect you? Coffee doesn't affect you. Doesn't the coffee affect you?
Located on the 4th floor overlooking Old Town Front Street sits Luke's on Front Restaurant and Bar. This family-run business features an eclectic menu of American fusion-inspired dishes, along with an impressive full bar. The large industrial-style dining room features metallography art from a local photographer that helps to create a comfortable and relaxing ambiance. At night, the outdoor area offers a gorgeous, romantic view of the city. Owners Chris and Kelly Cusack and Ryan Klein oversee the front of the house, while brothers Neftali and Isan Torres are responsible for the wonderful dishes that make Luke's on Front so special.
Well, the coffee's worn in the house.
Yes, it has.
It's about 7 hours later.
Yes,
it
it
was
is.
during the day we started here. It's
Yes.
nighttime now. Now, for those of you who know Tricia, or if you've never met her before, don't ever ask her for directions. I asked her, I said, isn't this, close by? She goes, it's about a block away from Devilicious. I'm like, okay. So I got in my car and I drove and I couldn't find it. I turned around and we went down a side street and I saw, oh, there's a sign for Luke's. And I said, but there's no parking. See if there's parking in the front. So she goes to the front. Yeah, there's a space, there's a space. Guess what, folks? The space is where I was before, where I started from. Luke's is right above Devilicious, 40 feet away.
Okay, to my defense, I said, let's walk. I said it was about a block, about a block.
40 feet.
And you didn't even notice that he turns the corner and comes back, and I'm like, this is the same parking spot we were in.
No, you didn't say it that way. Anyway, don't ever ask her for directions.
Really, I'm bad. I admit it.
Luke's is a really neat restaurant. First, it's a great building. It's a great
Yes.
location. It's on a corner. And the scenic view, I mean, the dining room is just really
Just look at the
comfortable and
view.
nice. But the view out here, whether you sit here in this corner here, or the whole section of the restaurant, is gorgeous and
beautiful.
Great owners. The servers are really good, and the food. I mean, the first time I came here, I saw the menu descriptions. It didn't thrill me, but the food here, there's a lot of attention to detail.
Very much
After
so.
meeting the chef and talking to him, boy, I have a whole new respect for what I read on the menu now.
Absolutely.
And let's get right into it.
Absolutely.
Let's start with the soup first.
Well, we had the coconut curry soup, $6. This soup, guys, is so good. It's almost a stew. It's that good. So this is it's made with organic chicken broth, lemongrass, fresh coconut milk. It has chicken broth in it, fresh basil,
Celery,
curry,
onions.
cilantro. Like I said, and you'll see, it's very much like a stew, but the flavors, I mean, the more I ate it, the more I wanted it. And I literally ate the entire bowl.
I've used the word
Licked it.
stunning many times, usually for a dessert or an entree, but I've never had a soup that was this stunning. And I could have just had a huge pot of this soup. It was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I would get some to go.
Either of the soups were
Yeah,
fantastic.
so good. Next, we had the signature salad with blackened scallops. This is $14. Again, such a great salad. This is romaine lettuce that's charred and it has a grill to it, so it's a really good flavor. It has a cilantro lime vinaigrette, red onions, tomatoes, avocado, feta cheese, and we added 3 blackened scallops. I love this salad. I know you're not a huge fan of the salad, and I'm not necessarily a fan of charred grilled lettuce. I'm not a fan of it.
That's what I liked about it.
Normally. But the flavor on this salad, I have to say, is phenomenal. Of course, you know, my flavor profile is anything with avocado and feta cheese. I automatically pretty much love it. But the flavors in this were just spot on. It was creamy, and the scallops were perfectly
See, I
cooked.
liked everything up. The scallops, to me, the scallops don't have much flavor. It's the texture and sweet. The bacon, if you would have put something in it, maybe some jalapeno chili in there or cheese with it,
No.
it just lacked a little bit of something for me.
Perfect.
That was my only
I
complaint
loved
against it.
I could eat this salad at least 3 days a week and be perfectly
But
happy.
charred romaine is amazing.
Yeah, it really is. It
you
has
don't see it too often.
great
and-
flavor. My only thing about this salad is it's difficult to manage, and I was talking to one of the owners about it, and to chop it up a little bit. It's very difficult to manage.
Well, you
it's
are the
big
foodie
pieces.
princess.
So I don't like to work too hard when I'm eating. I don't want to work up a sweat or anything. But I think like having it chopped maybe would be a
Okay,
little bit
well.
better. But the flavors are so delicious. So I highly recommend that one.
The next one is what I really like, the
Yes.
ribeye steak. This was $38, but what a steak.
Yep.
This is a 14-ounce bone-in ribeye. It's grilled just perfectly on a bed of au gratin potatoes, and it came with a really neat little cup. Inside it was serrano chili, lime juice, cilantro. It was kind of pureed with 4 crab stuffed bacon wrapped shrimp. Oh my!
They were
I mean,
so
you talk
good.
about flavors,
Yes.
and steak was perfect.
Yep.
I mean, a ribeye is gristly. You know, it's a
Sure,
little
it has
fatty,
fat in
but
it.
that's where all the
The
flavor
fat
is.
is our friend.
But the gratin was great, and
Oh,
it was just a delicious dish. And the
I agree.
shrimp and the salsa was, it had a little heat to it.
It did.
But I love that. And
There was a lot of butter in that sauce. Don't forget the butter.
Actually, there wasn't butter.
There was no butter?
I thought so too.
Did you ask? I'm shocked.
It's like a soap opera.
Really?
Yeah, there's no butter. I thought so too, but
It
no.
really tastes like it.
I know. No, it was a salsa.
Maybe it was the bacon fat.
That could be. That
It
could
was
be.
really good.
That was
I was going to
excellent.
say it had just a really great flavor to it, the
Right.
sauce, because it was creamy a little bit, and then it had that heat.
was
But
just
I
really good.
loved it. Delicious. Next, we had the ahi taco with truffle fries, $14. Now, this dish is a little confusing to some.
It's not a taco.
It's not a taco. It's really a salad, in my opinion. It has a beautiful presentation. It's very large, but it's not something you're going to pick up and you know.
What's it? I think a rice paper.
Yeah.
Like tortilla.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It looked like a taco.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So it's a bed of mixed greens, and it has the sushi grade ahi just perfectly laid on there, and there's a wasabi cream cheese sauce that's so
That was very good.
perfect. It has a Thai chili sauce, has that crispy shell, and microgreens. And you know, this dish, it has avocado, it has everything going for it, great flavors. And in the future, I hear they're going to make it into 2 smaller size shells.
Yeah, they're going to make the ahi in smaller pieces.
Smaller
And that's
pieces.
that was our suggestion
Yeah,
when we ate here.
just cut it up.
And yeah, delicious ahi. I love the sauce over it.
And then the truffle fries. These are homemade French fries. That's
It's
right.
it's extra.
It's extra. They make them themselves. They are perfectly cooked. They're simple,
Crisp.
but so delicious. Everybody says you have to have the truffle fries.
Then one of my favorites is seafood
Mm.
pasta. This is $28. Oh my. This starts out with is olive oil, and it's scallops, shrimp, clams. It's
Mm-hmm.
sauteed with garlic, shallots, basil, butter. and and there's a big bed of linguine. It's all mixed together, very fresh. Now this is a fun dish because you got to twirl and twirl and twirl and
It's the
twirl.
fun part.
Yeah, I mean they don't cut it, but wow, this is a great dish and a lot of seafood and added real crab at the end just really makes it special.
You know, we get this dish a lot in a lot of restaurants, and I never really like it. This one, I actually particularly like the flavor. I thought the pasta had a delicious light sauce, but it had flavor to it. A lot of times they just don't
Garlic and
have
the basil really came out.
flavor, and I think the cream in it just added a slight creaminess. The seafood was beautiful in it, and there was a lot of it.
Yeah, that's
so
a
I
good
was
thing.
a fan. I was actually a fan of this dish. So
Yeah, you're not a seafood lover.
I'm not a seafood lover.
Next came the summer rack of lamb. Oh my,
Yum.
oh, $32. Now all the meats here, the fish, everything, they cut here fresh, so it's not frozen or anything. It's roasted with herbs and salt and pepper on the outside, and then rosemary fingerling potatoes, baby string beans, and black fig demi on the sauce that just kind of outlines the whole rack of lamb and everything. And
you know, lamb is one of those dishes, if it's not prepared well, it doesn't taste good. If it's prepared correctly, it's fantastic.
I think people who have like mutton, that can be real
Maybe
gamey,
they're
but this
thinking
isn't. Lamb is so good.
This dish, I just wrote in my notes, it was visually such a beautifully plated dish. I mean, it was so impressive. I wanted to start singing. I think I was breaking out in song when I saw it. It was beautiful. Anything with fig on it, I love it. I love the flavor of fig. And with the lamb, you know, the
sweetness,
the sweetness with the savory meat, it was perfect. The fingerling potatoes were even crispy and beautiful. And of course, the haricot vert was great. Everything about this dish was just phenomenal.
And our last entree, this is a fish special. This is white sea bass, $24. This is about an 8-ounce or so, a nice piece of sea bass. It was grilled, real simple. It came with charred tomato and avocado relish, and then jasmine rice, roasted zucchini, and yellow squash, kind of diced up.
Yep.
This is nice. It wasn't no sauces or anything, but you know, some of the salsa is what really made it special. I mean, I call it salsa. The avocado relish, I guess, avocado and tomato relish. It had a little tang to it, a little, I think, lime juice they put on there, but it really paired well with the grilled fish. And the zucchini and yellow squash is wonderful. And he really knows how to season it. Simple, but really good.
I agree. The flavor of the seafood shines through, and the quality of the meats and the fish and the poultry and they get here is just so good. You know, this is a very healthy dish. You know, if you're watching to be healthy.
After all we ate.
We're not.
She's worried about health.
If you happen to be watching, this is just a really beautiful dish. The flavors of the fish come through. I love the avocado relish. It's just creamy and again, healthy.
That's it.
The vegetables, you can't go wrong. It was just flaky and beautifully done. And then when you're not being so healthy, there was the dessert trio. This was such a beautiful presentation of desserts. I mean, it took my breath away. On this dessert trio today, we had a chocolate ganache cake that was so decadent and rich. If you are a chocolate lover, you will just go crazy for this cake.
It's funny, there wasn't much cake to it. It was mostly the ganache,
ganache.
And the inside, but just really rich, chocolatey, and I love that.
I don't think I've ever seen Alan eat so much dessert ever. Normally, I'm covering the desserts. Alan was going crazy over that.
It was good.
Then we had a cheesecake, which was rich and creamy. It was very dense. It had a great flavor.
That was okay. I thought that was it needed something. It just...
Yeah, I mean, it was good.
It was okay,
It wasn't amazing. It was good. And then we had a cupcake, which had a peanut butter frosting and a peanut butter topping.
My only thing was I'd like to see a bigger cupcake. This was kind of anorexic looking. I mean, it was a real small.
It was a small
It needed
cupcake.
a bigger one, kind of like a Costco-sized muffin would be perfect.
Oh, jeez, that's all
if you're
you
gonna
need.
eat. I mean, come on.
No, they were good. I mean, everything was just fabulous.
It's a very nice experience.
Well, what were your favorites?
Rack of lamb.
You already know. You don't even have to open your
I
menu.
don't. Rack of lamb. I really like the fish. I think that avocado, tomatoes, relish just put it over. And the steak. I love that steak.
Okay. Well, we had one. I had the rack of lamb. Again, it was so perfectly done. I mean, everything about it was perfect. Coconut curry soup. That was just phenomenal. I want to come and eat that.
That was.
At least once a week. And the signature salad with the blackened scallops, your least favorite. I just love that. I think it was just a great dish.
Tricia, you did a great job today. 2 great restaurants. I love the fact that everything's made fresh here. Their drinks, they have a great bar, a lot of martinis and special cocktails and a lot of beers and wines, but the attention to detail, that's what makes it so special.
I agree. You know, this is a restaurant that not only is the food phenomenal, but they definitely will do whatever it takes to make your celebration fabulous.
Now, when we say celebration, we don't sing just happy birthday. This is what they do. Yes, folks. Welcome to Luke's. It's our anniversary or what? What is this?
It's the Let's Dine Out
Celebrating
show.
my bar mitzvah. Yay! So until next week, this is food critic Alan Borgen.
And I'm Trisha Jansen.
Happy eating, everybody. You know, the first time we tried this, I burned myself.
Yeah,
so
Alan is lame.
I'm not touching this thing. Yeah.
Let's dine out.
Located on the 4th floor, overlooking Old Town Front Street 6. That singing is really
Tell us, shut up.
Oh, it's terrible.
There it goes. Oh, got more second energy. It needs more coffee.
Happy birthday. Oh.
It's over. Done. Ow. Ow.
Oh my God, my
Now you have a story how you got your first third-degree
I would
burn.
love to give a review, but my paper burned. So.
Closed captioning for the Let's Dine Out show provided by Holiday Cafe, your neighborhood diner with 2 locations in Ontario and Mr. D's Diner in Laverne. Ready to satisfy your hunger and budget? Let's Dine Out is made possible by support from Food for Life Baking Company, makers of over 60 organic, all-natural sprouted baked goods, as well as gluten-free and vegan products. Food for Life Baking Company, dedicated to better health since 1964. Foodforlife.com. Sanborn's Air Conditioning and Heating, providing installation, maintenance, and repair of heating and air conditioning systems for home and businesses throughout the Inland Empire. Sanborn's Air Conditioning and Heating, 5-star comfort for 4 generations. SanbornsAC.com. And viewers like you, supporting local public television. Thank you.